Hello. What's up, guys? Thank you for watching the Quest. I am your host, Robert Dylan Vasquez. Dude, again, episode 2, dude. Thanks for being here, dude. It's just me. No producers, no directors or anything. It's me and you now. Now we get to really sit down. Oh, man, this is so hard talking to yourself. What's up, guys? It's January 22nd, Friday night. I am recording this podcast in the lovely MoonRouteStudios. This is The Quest, episode 2. Don't know what it's going to be titled yet. You'll see up here or down here or wherever it is now. Thank you. The Quest, bro. We're going to have an intro real quick. I'm going to tell y'all what happened with last week's episode on The Quest. Last week on The Quest with Robert Dylan Vasquez. With Robert Raw Dog Vasquez. Dude, I'm about to start doing a nickname. Fuck that whole Robert Dylan Vasquez. I'm about to start Robert Jelly Bean Vasquez. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna tell you about the Comedy Zone last night. We have a question. I will break down UFC 253, 257. I'm not starting over. UFC 257, and that'll be tomorrow night, dude. I don't know if you guys know. It's fucking Conor McGregor fight, dude. Like, it's the Conor McGregor fight. He's only the Muhammad Ali of our sport, but sorry, our sport. Haha. MMA, dude. MMA, UFC fights are tomorrow, dude. And I am. I'll tell you how pumped I am in a minute. We'll get there. Intro, dude. This is the worst part. I can never think of like, hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? I don't get any instant gratification or reciprocation of conversation. I sound like Eminem. The conversation of the reciprocation and. What are you doing? Oh. What are you doing, Bebo? Oh. What are you doing? Oh, Beanball. Thank you, Enzo. You messed something up. I'm gonna get you. Okay, so intro. That was my cat, Enzo. He likes to say hi. Dude, last week's episode, I didn't really promote it. I sent it out to a couple people, and you guys just took it and ran. Bro. If you look at the video right now, probably has like 50-something views, which I'll see a podcast or I'll see a video on YouTube and it'll have 1,000 views, and I'm like, oop, nobody watched that. And that's just not the case, dude. Over 50 people watched last week's show, even if it was just for a second. Dude, if I got 50 people, dude, we could have stormed the Capitol, dude. Dude, I'm not saying that we should. Good. Dude, hey, listen to me. We're friends, and I'm glad you came here. Should we storm the Capitol? No. What an ignorant, stupid thing to do. Could we storm the Capitol? Could we? Dude, there's no stopping us. Dude, me and you guys, alright. Just think about it. No. 50-something views. With the amount of people that I sent this to, I'm just surprised it got there. I did not put it on my Snapchat. I didn't put it on my other Instagram at Robert Dylan Vasquez. Shout out to that. And last time, I didn't even shout out the MoonRouteStudios Instagram page at MoonRouteStudios. I got a Twitter. I don't really tweet much from there, though. Just trying to get the ball rolling on all this, man. And I'm ready to do big things, man. That was a weird thing to say. Ready to do big things. Speaking of doing big things, I went to the Comedy Zone last night, dude. Good turnout. Some friends from work came. Amazon, I mean. Dude, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you, dude. I I'm going to be there every Thursday. So if you're like, oh man, I didn't make it this Thursday, you make it next Thursday. Or the Thursday after that. Or if I do some ASMR, maybe you guys will start coming every day. Oh, God. No, the Comedy Zone has been really great to me. I got there really late for the sign up, and they took me anyways, man. I was number 19 on the list of open mic comics, and I had to sit through a lot of people, but some of them are funny, and others need to know when to be quiet during other people's sets. Not throwing any shade at anybody. You won't watch this, so you won't know who you are, but we'll see. I'm not going to get into the behind the scenes of the Comedy Zone. I just will tell you, man, there's some people out at Greenville Comedy Zone, and they're so hilarious, dude. I haven't really had too many face-to-face interactions with them because, you know, I've only had a basic 2-week stint there. So, you know, once I start doing more shows there, I'll obviously get to know the people. Saw a lot of familiar faces. Like I said, some friends from work came out, so that was really awesome. Just keep coming, dude. I got new stuff every week. I can't say the same for everybody, but I got new stuff every week. I'll work on jokes in my own time. I don't want to be one of those guys that just tells the same stuff every single week. So you will not get that from me, I promise. And even if it is, it will be a totally different setup. You know, I just like to be on the fly. Like, some of you have been wondering about the stand-up videos. If I'm going to put stand-up videos up, I am. It's just in bunches, like in segments, I guess, throughout all this. Once I get more time to edit this video. Last video, it was not a first take. I stopped and started and stopped and started probably like 5 times. So hopefully I don't mess this one up as much. We're going to go ahead and get into our question because I just feel like these UFC 257 breakdown, or this UFC 257 breakdown, is going to be a little longer than some because it does have Conor McGregor. I'm not the biggest Conor McGregor fan. I just have a poster that's signed, and I just have a bunch of Proper 12 behind me, and I just happen to have a bottle of Proper 12 right here. This isn't the 175. This is just the 750, but it's, oh man, that's some liquid gold right there. I'm not trying to yank his Irish chain or whatever, but dude, I think it's time to break down the card. Hang on, just let me break. No. I can't. Okay, we're gonna go into our question, and dude, when we do these questions, I'm looking for whatever, dude. Leave them in the comments below. Instagram message me questions, and I don't want like, do you like fuzzy socks or? Of course I like fuzzy socks. This week's question is, if you could fly, would you want to have wings, or would you want to do it like with no wings, like Peter Pan style? And the more I think about this, the more I just think about my everyday life. Okay, so I drive a car. If I have flight capabilities, I'm never driving a car again. Period, dude. I can fly, and I'm gonna drive my Honda Civic? No. But how do I want to fly? Do I want wings, or do I not want wings? Now, it just, like, a lot of you are like, well, what kind of wings? I don't think I would go with the stereotypical angel wings. Bro, you knock that down, I will end you. Sorry. Gato problems. If I could fly, I wouldn't want wings. I'd Peter Pan it, dude. I'd for sure Peter Pan it, dude. I'm gonna have wings. I'm gonna have angel wings. That's not my style. Me personally, I'd end up with like Jeepers Creepers, like bear with me. Like when you pull your nuts apart and it kind of bat wings, and you can, like, if you were to shine a flashlight through it, like, you could see all the veins. Those would be like my wings, and it would just it would just it wouldn't be too pretty, man. I would worry about, like, if I had angel wings, I would obviously lose my feathers, and like I wouldn't want to have to put them in. A lot of people, like, they think about that guy from X-Men. Don't remember what his name was. I just know a little about a lot. Bear with me. But he's got angel wings, and that would be inconvenient. But how? You got to relate it to your everyday life. If you're going to concerts and you're shoulder to shoulder, yeah, use the wingspan. That way they're not, like, right up on you. But why would you go to a concert if you have wings? Just fly over. You'd never be stuck in traffic again. I'm looking at pros and cons when I should just be wings or no wings. And that's my mind. That's like the ADHD kind of, like, Robert, we said wings or no wings, and you're getting into specifics. Yes, I know. But you have to line it all up, dude. No wings. You fit in those, like, tight corners. Like, if somebody was, like, flying full speed and they had to, like, cut through, like, a little, like, crack in the wall, I guess, they could just be like, whoosh, and they could fit through. But if they got wings, man, you bring your wings in, but I don't know. Me personally, I'm going no wings. Superman didn't have wings. Goku didn't have wings. Well, I mean, the people with wings, power to you, but it gets in the way. It gets in the way, dude. No wings. Team no wings. Hashtag team no wings. Bro, in the comments, you're either hashtag team wings or you're hashtag team no wings. Or you're team barbecue wings. And that's only for a couple of you guys. Finally, dude. Finally. We didn't get too silly, but I'm just trying to get this in and out. I'm trying to get in and out of your hair. Just trying to drop a little knowledge on you. Educate you a little bit about these UFC fights coming up. This weekend is UFC 257. It's January 23rd at 10 p.m. We're doing this Vegas time, baby. We're doing this Vegas time because it's in Abu Dhabi, but they're not catering to the Abu Dhabi fans because they know who's going to buy this pay-per-view. Americans. They know exactly who loves to see Conor McGregor on pay-per-view. Americans. A lot of streams are going to happen. They're apparently cracking down on this. I wanted to touch on this for a second. I didn't break down the UFC card that happened on Wednesday. It's too much. You guys don't give a fuck. So I told you that I would go over it. Michael Chiesa won. Yeah. He is, in the nicest way possible, the most boring fighter I've ever seen in my life, dude. I don't like watching his fights. Miranda and I went to Raleigh and we saw a UFC card, prelims and all. We saw it live, dude. It was spectacular. I got some selfies up on Instagram. Check that out. Robert Dylan Vasquez. And he was the co-main event versus Rafael dos Anjos. And bro, I've never been so close to sleeping in a public arena before, other than like church. But no, man, I like watching the guy because he's got a lot of talent, but I don't like watching clinch fights. I respect ground game immensely. I'll never talk shit about a guy that does hardcore jiu-jitsu or has elite level wrestling and can pass guard and stuff. I don't like stalls. And I don't like clinches. Clinches is fine. I don't mind martial arts, man. I'm trying not to sound like a casual. But there's a way that Michael Chiesa fights that I just don't vibe with. Won the decision, whatever. I don't think I picked him. I think I picked Neil Magny. I'm not good at picking fights, by the way. This is not, like, just because I make predictions, I'm not telling you to go to the bank with this at all. But I was at my job. I'm not going to say, some of you already know. I was at my job trying to watch these fights. And I'm not going to use my data, dude. I'm not using my data, dude. I'm using my work's Wi-Fi. So I go to use my work's Wi-Fi, and of course, big companies, so they have a VPN. And the UFC's not playing that shit anymore. If you have a VPN on your device and it's on, it won't let you stream the fights. I tried to stream the fights, and it was like, your device has a VPN. You can't access this. That's how they're going to get these illegal streamers, dude. I'm telling myself right now, I really only just buy Conor fights. He's my boy, dude. I'm going to show support. I'm going to show support any way I can. I'm going to buy his fights. You can't ask me to buy a Davison Figueiredo fight. Who is that? You guys know who that is? This guy with the blonde. He's got the red stripe in his head. I used to have that shit. Not ringing any bells? Yeah, I'm not paying $70 for that. But, Conor, I'll pay for a spectacle. I'll pay for a sure thing, dude. I will not bet on the fight. I only bet on sure things. Let me break that. So, a couple years ago, I bet on the Super Bowl. It was the one, who did he play? It was Tom Brady and the Patriots, and I put $50 on Tom Brady because I knew that he was going to run through this team. Now, when I tell you the team, it's like, oh, was it the Seahawks? No, that was a little too much for me. I put $50 on Tom Brady when he was going against the Atlanta Falcons. My dad told me, he goes, you don't bet on anything unless it's a sure thing. All right, Tom Brady versus the Falcons? Definitely a sure thing. So I bet my boy Doug at Michelin. Shout out to my boy Doug. I'll shout out him. I'll show him the video or whatever. Make fun of his ass. So he's like all hype on the Atlanta Falcons. And I'm like, dude, I would not bet against Brady. You're an idiot. So he goes, bet 50 on it. All right, whatever. So we bet 50. It's like third quarter, 28-3 Falcons, and I'm just like, I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach, dude. I'm regretting it. I have better's remorse. I'm like, why did you do this? Like, I didn't have $50 at the time. I didn't. Not to my name. Not like, why did I make this bet? Because I bet on a sure thing. And I didn't gloat. He was gloating the whole game, texting me every single quarter, you better have my 50 at work, you better have my 50 at work. I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm tricking myself. It's this false hope of like, Brady, he's going to do it, dude. Brady's going to he's going to come out, and he's going to come back, and I'm delusional at this point. I'm delusional. So, long story short, you guys know how it ended. And if you don't, one of the most fantastic games in NFL history. I don't even like football like that anymore. But, dude, when he came back from 28-3, you call it fix, call it goated, call it whatever you want. I got my 50. I got my 50. And I texted him. I said, 50! In all caps. That guy was sick. Oh, man. The look on his face. But, yeah, I don't bet on anything but a sure thing. And although my boy, C-Mac, Mystic Mac, Conor McGregor is my boy, he is facing... I don't want to say his toughest opponent because that was Habibi. I know his name is Habib Nurmagomedov. Fuck off. Habibi, my boy, my other boy, my Papaka boy. That was probably his toughest opponent. This guy in Dustin Poirier. I know who Dustin Poirier is. This guy, Dustin Poirier. This guy in Dustin Poirier. No, that makes him sound like he's getting anally penetrated. There's a guy inside Dustin Poirier. Oh, God. No. He's on another level, man. He's the number 2 lightweight behind Gaethje, and that really doesn't make any sense because he beat Gaethje. So it's just how it fell. He lost to Habib, and then Justin went on to fight Habib after becoming the number 1 contender after beating Tony. So I understand, the leap in the rankings. And I'm going through this like you guys are familiar. No, man, I'm going to go ahead and get on Verdict. Verdict is an app that it's basically a global scoring system. Verdict. I will tag them in the comments or in the information bar. I'm new to this. Sorry. I'm just going to go over the fight picks real quick. So we got Marina Rodriguez versus Amanda Ribas. I'm going to do this fast. Ribas. Boom. There was supposed to be another guy on this card. And I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with like the NBA bubble or like what they're doing over there. There was this guy, and I'm looking this up right now. Real shit. He was in this bubble that the UFC had where you can't bring anybody in that isn't a part of your team. Like there's no getting in there unless you have clearance. And of course the fighters and the trainers do. Everybody has clearance because they're a part of the UFC. This guy was on the main card of a Conor McGregor card, gonna get so many eyeballs on him, basically softballing him up. He was undefeated, 13-0. UFC fighter gets cut. Okay, here he goes. And so he's cut the day before. He brought an unauthorized guest to Fight Island. And something about he was 13-0, dude. He's German Moroccan lightweight with 10 career knockouts. This dude probably hit up Tinder and was like, he's in Abu Dhabi, of course. He's just itching for something, dude. There was stories of him scaling like the outside of the hotel. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? As a prospect of the highest degree, you're in the UFC. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sneaking people in? Are you 13? Hey, man. Yeah. Are you a 16-year-old girl, dude? Are you? Oh, God. Oh, that was too crystally alike. Oh, R.I.P. Our next fight. But yeah, he was supposed to be on that card. I don't even know his name. Ottoman Adazangai Aziadadash is Ottoman Azader. Don't remember the name. He's not going to be back. He got cut from the UFC. They didn't just, you snuck somebody on the Fight Island, bro. Like, you in trouble. Like, no, dude, they cut you. Now where are you going? Now what are you going to do, dude? Where's your career going? You going to be in, like, Bare Knuckle FC? Anyways, throw your fucking life away, why don't you? We have Andrew Sanchez, Andrew Dirty Sanchez. That's not his name. That's not his name. Versus Makhmud Muradov. Okay, I'm gonna go. What did I actually go with? I didn't go with this yet. I'm going with Muradov, dude. He's the favorite. Verdict is a really cool app. You guys should definitely get this. I know you can't see it. I'm an idiot. Next fight, Jessica Eye versus Joanne Calderwood. I don't really like Jessica Evil Eye. Evil Eye. Evil Eye. Shout out to my brother Eli. Fuck you, Eli. I got Joanne Calderwood, dude. I like Jessica Eye, but we're here, bro. We out here, dude. Team Joanne. Next up, Dan Hooker versus Michael Chandler. Now, this is where I'm going to kind of get intricate because I didn't really give a fuck about any of those fights. Shout out to Amanda Ribas and Joanne, and I don't really know the other guy. Dan Hooker versus Michael Chandler. This will be at 155. For you guys who don't know who Michael Chandler is, he's from Bellator, which is basically like the arena football of MMA. It's the Canadian Football League. It's not the UFC, it's not the NFL, it's not the monopoly that is the power structure that UFC is. Bellator is a little smaller organization ran by Scott Coker and like 50 Cent or some shit like that. Michael Chandler is elite, has a lot of fights with past champions such as Eddie Alvarez and Benson Henderson. Super good guy, but he's always been in like the B leagues. And now he got signed to the UFC back in October. It was the backup fight for Khabib and Gaethje, and not a lot of people knew why. This weekend, you guys are going to know why. This weekend, you're going to know why he's up there. He's fighting Dan Hooker, number 6 guy, because everybody else was just like, no, I'm not fighting Michael Chandler. His first fight in the UFC. Are you kidding me? I'm not losing my spot. Dan Hooker said, welcome home. Dan Hooker said, welcome home. I had flowers waiting on and everything, dude. That fight's going to be awesome. Like I said, it's at 155. And it's basically like a semifinal along with McGregor-Poirier for this. Since Khabib's going to vacate, he's going to vacate. He's not fighting again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He's already told you. But he's trying to entice him. Dana White's trying to entice him with another fight. And these breakdowns are so long, and I do apologize. I said I was going to get out of your hair. But you're not bringing Khabib back unless it's just spectacular and worth all the money and worth all the fucking training and hard work that you have to do to fucking participate in a fight of that magnitude. Anyways. I got Dan Hooker. Ooh, I like Michael Chandler, man. I like Michael Chandler, but I got Dan Hooker. He's the younger guy. He's sharper. I think he's the younger guy. I'm pretty sure he's the younger guy. But I like the technique that he's got from his camp, where it's got Volkanovski, Izzy, city kickboxing. If you ask Paulo Costa, he'd say it was shitty kickboxing. But fuck Paulo Costa. City kickboxing, they have an elite team down there in like New Zealand, I believe. Crackers. No. I don't know what the New Zealand term is. New Zealanders. The New Zealanders. Sorry. No, and then that leads me to the main event, dude. It's the main event of the evening. I'm such an idiot. Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier, dude. Oh, God. So, for those who don't know, they've already fought before. 100% they've already fought before. And Conor starts this guy in 90 seconds. In 90-something seconds. You'll hear it on ESPN. You'll hear it on pretty much every interview that you watch. How is this fight different? I like what John Kavanagh, Conor McGregor's coach, I like what he said. He was like, Dustin has changed a lot, but he was at AT&T. He was at ATT, American Top Team, the last time they fought, which is a very elite, like, training facility, like, with martial arts, especially MMA. It's got Jorge Masvidal. I know you'll, probably know him. Just legends of the sport. Amanda Nunes, Colby Covington, not anymore. Just very elite competition. And he was there last time. Last time, Conor was training in some basement where the ceiling dripped and there was mats and they were all like just eating blueberries and like came up from nothing. That's such a bad accent. Like, so to see Conor beat him with the lack of resources, not lack of resourcefulness, lack of resources. And I'm totally stealing this from John Kavanagh. Now he has this McGregor Fast program, and he's in excellent shape, and he's got like all these scientists around him, kind of like a LeBron James, spending millions of dollars on his body, and he's just perfecting it. He's apparently quicker than ever. He's apparently more precise than ever. Like, just because Dustin grew a lot and had all this experience in all these different wars and all these different fights, I get that. But Conor has changed, and it's crazy. It's a crazy change. It's like, what could you do if you have the guy with the highest fight IQ and give him the best possible team? Like, that's a scary guy. Same with LeBron. If you give a guy like that, with that high of a basketball IQ, if you give him the pieces that he needs, there's no stopping that guy. So I feel like, how's this fight different? You finally have a guy in Conor. Stop. I gotta stop doing that, dude. You have this dude, Conor McGregor, who finally put all this bullshit aside. All the fame, all the money, all the yachts, Anyways, finally put it all to the side, and he was like, how perfect of an athlete can I get? How perfect of a martial artist can I get? How can I perfect this human body like that I'm just driving, this machine that I'm perfecting? How do I perfect it more and better and be better and be scarier in the octagon rather? And now I'm gonna shit on my boy. No, I'm not. Hopefully not. Dustin Poirier. I said it about Calvin Kattar, which I was right about Max Holloway. I was wrong about a lot of fights last week. That's why we're not going to go over it. I was wrong about a lot of fights last week. But as I will be in the future, wrong about a lot of fights. But this guy, Dustin Poirier, I'm speechless. He left me speechless last April, I believe it was, versus Dan Hooker, the guy I said was in the co-main. Totally went to war with him. I don't think I've ever seen Dustin in a fight that wasn't a war. I mean, besides the first Conor fight. But I didn't watch that live. I haven't watched a lot of Conor fights live. I didn't get into the sport until, I guess, late 2014, early 2015. And that's a lie because I was playing the game back in 2009. But you're asking me to pay attention to a sport in UFC from 2010 to 2015. Bro, I was out. You couldn't reach me. I was worried about my ex-girlfriend at the time, and I was worried about a lot of stuff. Like, no, ex-girlfriends in that 5-year period. No, I'm not paying attention to this sport. I never fucking disliked it. I always loved it. I just got out of touch. So he's really what brought me back. And I owe all of my UFC love, I guess, to the rise of Conor McGregor, dude. And people like Nate Diaz and people like Khabib Nurmagomedov and all these guys that are MMA greats. Boxing's dying, bro. You can say what you want. I'll talk about the heavyweight fighters all day, the heavyweight boxers of the world. I'll talk about them all day, dude. I'm not talking about anybody else. Don't care. Ryan Garcia. I like Ryan Garcia. Otherwise, don't care, dude. I don't care about boxing. MMA is where it's at. And this weekend you have the Muhammad Ali, the Bruce Lee, the guy, the Conor McGregor. I can't even do that anymore. I can't even say he's this and he's the Conor McGregor of the UFC. And there will never be another one like him. I am a Conor fan. I don't think I'm a Conor dick rider. This is a lot of proper 12 that I have behind me. I've had over a dozen bottles in my life. It's liquid gold, man. I like this shit. But enough dick riding for now. Time to make the fight prediction. Based on styles, it was a bad matchup for Dustin last time, and it's a bad matchup for him this time. This guy, Conor only had 40 seconds in 2020. He's got something inside him. He just wants to fight. All he wants to do is just get it out. So I got Conor McGregor. Always. Ride or die. Ride or die Conor McGregor fan right here. And that's it, dude. I will get out of your hair. Like I said, we weren't too silly. Broke down the UFC fights. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Come out and see me at the Comedy Zone on Thursdays. We got some celebrity shows coming up, so I don't exactly know the schedule, but in my power, I will make sure that I get up on that stage every Thursday. Bro, it got so real for me last week when I started getting likes and subscribes. I guess subscribers, you can call it. And if you check the first little bit of the video, it says like and subscribe or be a cum sock. That's disrespectful, but I stick with it. I stick with it. That's the worst thing to be, and you don't want to be that. So don't be that. I'm going to give thanks, dude. Again, I will always try to give thanks to you guys every time for coming out and listening to this. Like and subscribe or be a nut sock, be a cum sock, be a stain on what is America. Like, no. Just have a silly time, dude. Come have a silly time. That's all I ask. 20, 30, maybe an hour of your life every week. Come be silly. Leave all that political shit behind. I did say we could storm the Capitol, which we won't do, dude. We won't do that. Good. We could. I love you guys, man. I know I don't really know a lot of you. Like I said, I didn't send it to 57 people. So I don't know who watched this, but I thank you for coming, dude. This is just the beginning. And this was my second take. So that was awesome. I didn't have to do 5 takes. Thank you for watching the Quest. I am your host, Robert Raw Dog Vasquez. I'll see you guys later.